Case pocket knives. Today, automatics. Back in the years and years ago, Case made a few automatic switchblades. And they had some others that were made by trade, but they put Case's name on them. These right here.
About what year was that?
Oh, they didn't make any before 1940. All of them before 1940. They're all stamp tested, or either earlier, Case Bradford, or even before that, W.R. Case and Sons. They made several different varieties. They made some very expensive ones. Like this big one here is called a clasp knife. It's like $15,000. And this is a big lever action knife. That's only about $5,000. And then the smaller variety of it, it's about $4,500. And they made the big, Case made this one, the big Coke bottle switchblade. They call it a zipper because it's got this release like this one has. That one is about $8,000. Now these three here was made by Schrade for Case. They got Case on them, but they actually were made by Schrade. And this one here just, I don't know what they name, they just call it a push button. Let's call this one a fish tail, and they call that one a twin, I don't know what they call it here.
Twin switch.
Twin switch.
So are these all very collectible?
Yes, they're very collectible because not very many of them exist. I probably got more here. Show them a picture over here of this box with the Case switchblades in it. All down there in the bottom. I probably got more Case switchblades for sale than most anybody. And,
could you show us how some of them work?
Oh yeah. Like for instance, it's called lever action. You press it right here. It unlocks it. And you close it down and you press it right here. Comes out. That's a switchblade.
The stag or bone or?
Well, all of these, this size, are stag. So were these. And they made a few green bones and that one. They're a lot more rare than the stag. This one comes in both stag and green bone. That particular one happens to be stag. These are all bone, 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 and several different assorted compositions.
So how does, like that one on the end, how does that work?
How does this one work right here? It works good. You unlock it by pressing this button, like so. And you pull it down like that. Comes out like gangbusters. It's enough to scare anybody around you when you do that. And that one is like $15,000. You don't see many of them around. That's a stag. That's stag. Green bone, you don't see many at all, though. They're probably a couple $1,000s above that.
Now, do some collectors collect only Case automatics, or they collect everything, or?
Nah, usually people that collect automatics collect any brand, but they don't collect these new. It's all kind of new automatics on the market. Just tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of them. But a lot of them are not collectible. And they made a bunch of custom automatics. And some of those are real high dollar because they'll have Damascus blades and exotic handles. And some of those will bring thousands of dollars. And they can redo it and make as many as they want to.
Are they still making automatics?
Oh, yeah.
Not Case, though.
No, Case is not making them, but they're...
And you had talk about that in your price guide?
Price guide? Yeah, this is price guide that I've developed here about, 20 years ago, and it covers the values of case pocket knives from tested, which is 1920 to 1940, through 1970. That's 10 dot, USA, XX, and tested. Now, people are always asking me about, how about the newer ones after that? I said, well, I've done my part. Somebody else will have to take over and do the newer knives. I'm 87 years old now, and I don't feel like taking on any more projects. How about that?
I feel the same. People tell me, when you're going to write another book. I go, no.
Tell us about, Jerry, here's my card right here. It's got my information on it, and you can order through the mail. You can order this price guide at that address, or I take PayPal using my email address, and it's $10. And at the show here, I sell them for $10, but if you have to go through the mail, it's another $2, $12.
Now, these knives are all marked case?
Yes, sir.
But did Schrade make their own automatic of the same style?
No, not the same style, but they made their own. They made one like this, a little bit bigger with stamp case. I got one over there. They didn't bring it out.
Why do you think they put such a big button on these two right here?
I have no idea. You'll have to ask somebody older than me. I'm old as dirt, 87. So.
It's an unusual button.
It is. It is kind of cumbersome too. It doesn't. I like the one you just press a button and it opens like this one right here. I like that. Matter of fact, they call that a press button.
Okay. Well, it's a fine collection.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. You guys have a great show.
Thank you.